Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to start off with CME since CME is closed. We're looking at Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. And I just want to point out a few quick things. The Bitcoin CME price closed at 19,195. Basically, our resistance was at 19,250. And if we couldn't close above it, we were looking for a push down. Well, we didn't close above it. And 1310 was for ETH, but we closed at 1301. So I'm still looking for my short at 1310, excuse me, on perps, which I am entertaining. So those are the levels we should be around for the weekend, which we literally are. So yeah, any movement away from these things is an opportunity for you to take a trade back to those levels before CME opens. All right, so now back to what we were discussing, Bitcoin, CME. Sunday we closed under the lowest EMAs, under the golden pocket fib, under the 19,250 level for upside, I think on a 4 hour. So as of right now, next week when we open, we're gonna look for either sideways and down action due to the fact that we did get our death cross and now it's confirmed with open and close underneath the EMAs and death cross. So next week, you should be looking for downside. Even if we claim this 19.3, we're going to have a resistance at 20,400 to 20,800 again. And then you're going to have the resistance of the EMA when it's going to be, coming down pretty swiftly every weekly open and close. All right. The next resistance is all the way over here, which is around 30K. Yesterday, I had a call or a text, a message from someone I haven't talked to in over 10 years, going like, "Oh, do you think Bitcoin's going to go down to 13, 14K?" And they were panicking because I think their entry was right around here, like around 37, 40K. And they have supposedly a seven-figure bot position. And I believe it, around there somewhere. So they're hurting underwater. And I'm sure their partner is not happy that they're putting this much liquidity into an underwater position. So they're feeling the pressure. And they're like, "Oh, do you think it's going to go to 14, whatever? I'll just DCA." I'm like, "That's fine, man." A word of advice to everyone in that kind of scenario: DCing, okay, buying dollar cost averaging is only good when you're doing it at specific levels, specifically as like such as support. Okay, so 17.7 is support. When we were above 20,400, that was support. Just buying randomly and adding to a losing position, you are gonna get hurt more than you ever could have expected. People are thinking that, hey, we can't go lower. I will let you know right now, this is magic internet money. This is not considered currency yet in a lot of parts of the world. People who have wealth are not going to risk putting their wealth in a digital internet money because they're safer with their properties, diamonds, arts, jewelry, businesses, etc. This is a hypothetical gamble on the fact that, oh, the US is printing the dollar into nothingness, and that's why I'm investing in digital internet money with a limited supply, so it can't be printed and the government can't take it, blah, 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 blah. So that's all fun and nice, but nobody cares about ideals, okay? What people care about is reality. The reality is this is not a currency. This is a hypothetical hedge against the world going to shit, basically. And then if the world is going to shit, why the fuck do you need internet digital money? Okay? So when this thing starts crashing down, everything's going to be crashing down. Are you going to risk your money in the digital currency, or are you going to put your money in like stocks such as like Microsoft or, freaking Kroger groceries, stuff that you can touch and smell and see? This has no profit and loss statement. Your other equities that you put your money in do. They do pay dividends. They do pay you a per share reward depending on what that company is. So just keep those things in mind. This can go much lower than my $14,000 target because look, I have negative targets here, right? So I'm not saying it's going to a negative 195, but like Dan Pena screams, it's going to zero. It's going to zero. It can go to zero if people lose faith in this monetary system because this digital currency is being duplicated and now currencies are being made digital. So the same concept that Bitcoin was there made for, they're going to do it with the US dollar and other global currencies anyway. It's that much easier for them to print digital dollar than it is to make it because the making of the dollar costs money. To print a digital dollar is one button on the computer, copy paste, done. You don't have to have the treasury taking metals and minting coins and having that cost more than the coin itself and then having to like rebase those metals so that way those pennies and those nickels don't cost more than they actually are. All of that problem goes away. It's like $100 million a year that it costs just to get those coins in circulation. Why does the government need to waste $100 million a year when they can just make it digital? Who the fuck wants coins in their pocket anyway? Nobody carries quarters, pennies, dimes, and nickels anymore. It's all cash or your debit card. So, or your credit card, etc. You know what I mean. So yeah, it can go lower. These lines that I have here, these projections, is just technical analysis, meaning that if we do break down under 17.7, we should be looking for some support at around 14,000. We should be looking for some support at 12,000 due to looking left. That's the only reason I'm basing this off of. There's no other logical reason that this can't go to zero. It's just that if it goes to zero, it's gonna at least try to find some support here first. And as you remember those COVID dumps and stuff, if the world is really going through fear and panic, it won't matter. People will be irrational. This thing could go to like $500. Okay, you don't assume anything. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't assume anything. Trade it level by level. I am not someone who can predict. Okay, I'm don't give me that much credit. Don't ask me those questions. It like instantly irritates me. I don't know. I don't know. When it gets there, I'll tell you what I think. I don't know. No one knows. If they're telling you they know, they better have the large wallet to make it happen because it's just an assumption, technical analysis guess, best educated guess. That's all it is, guys. All right. Enough of that nonsense. Back to this. We already looked at the weekly. I will go to the daily, even it's not worth it. Not on EME, but we will go look at that on perps. But yeah, even on the daily, we're under the EMAs. The next level of resistance, even if we get some upside, is like around 19.3, 19.5. So until we get 4 hour opening closes above 19.3, I'm not looking for higher. 19.250 was my resistance level. So that's what we're looking for. Let's just quickly go to Ethereum. And then, yeah, this right here is the measured move that will pop off after we claim 20,800. We're looking for that quick move to like 27,000 just to take all the liquidity out of this 25K top. So when that day comes, I don't know. It all depends on what the Fed is going to do with these interest rates coming into the end of the year. Everyone is assuming the Fed is going to slow down these interest rates into the new year, and I'm just like, I'll wait and see because the way the government is going, they cannot stop printing. The second they stop printing, the whole economy is going to go into a freaking Great Depression kind of situation. So they have to print, and then as they print, they have to raise interest rates. And now you guys are feeling it in those variable credit cards, mortgages, arms, anyone who got debt, they're feeling it. Anyway, here we go. Back to Ethereum on a weekly. We are once again consolidating between 1380 to around 1200. If we can break one way or the other, we can look for a certain type of movement. As long as we're under this 1380, I'm only looking for the test of this order block and then a breakdown, looking for support around $600. If Ethereum does this $600 move, I'm sure Bitcoin is going to be going to like 12,500 or something like that. Once we look at the support here, we can look for higher. Okay. Market maker right now is making everyone assume that the bottom is in and that this is the next leg. So you have to buy here to go up. I think that is not worth it. I will wait until I get at least a touch all the way down here. If not, I'll wait for the break above 1380 with open and close on a daily, and then I'll try to scalp to the 21, and then I'll look for a short at the 21 to retest back down here again, okay, and find support at like 1380, and then we can just go to the moon. The reason why you need to be very careful, there's going to be one last liquidity grab before the upside. The market maker is not a fool. He's rich and you're not. He is going to eat your lunch one more time before the real upside comes. And if downside is coming, he'll pump it up first and then go down because he ain't going to give anyone a free ride. All you 100x people will get shaken out. And that's the whole point of his job, is to make sure that no over leveraged dude is getting free money because the exchange is going to be like, let's add some volatility. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That's literally what's going to happen. We've been consolidating here for 5 weeks in the same range. Nothing has happened. Well, the second break, it's gonna happen. And here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess around 5 weeks is what we've been doing, and then you had this gap up. So this has been 5 weeks. Are you guys assuming we're gonna gap up open into Monday? I don't think so. I mean, there's too much more negative news is in the world right now than before this. Okay, much more negative news, much more potential of like calamity in the world. So just keep that in mind. So let's go to perps now. I am in a short. All right, good. I'm in profit. I took 100x short near 305, and I'll show you why in a second. Hold on. Let's go to Bitcoin first, and I'm gonna actually take some profit on mine. So here's the weekly on Bitcoin. We're under all EMAs. Here's the daily. And on the weekly, the 21 and the 200 is about to cross. It didn't do it. CME is already passed. The perps is about to do it. So we got like a little bit of time, and then we're gonna see that murder candle. Daily, we are rejecting off of the EMAs, and the EMAs are actually starting to push away. So this right here was the last real short at around 19.7. Now, whoever got this 19.3 short is like, okay, lucky, because if this starts gonna go down now, these people are gonna be the ones who are gonna make the profit on their short. And they already got tested once by this liquidity grab to the 55. And now all the people who are trying to buy the dip thinking we're gonna go up are the people we're gonna take the money from while testing the liquidity on the downside. The path of least resistance, in my opinion, is to the downside. I'm not all these colored lines is telling you no, no, no. These are all levels to fight. Where do you see my lines on the bottom? None. What are we looking for? Support. We're looking for the lines on the bottom for support, not, and when we know the lines up top are resistance. So that's that. Bitcoin was acting weaker in the morning, as I said on Discord, and that's why I took the short on Ethereum. Bitcoin wasn't even at the midline, so I took that short. So until Bitcoin gets above 19,250 with 4-hour open and closes, I'm just looking for downside test of this wick. We got to see if we're going to get to 18.7 and hold it at support or not, and then we can decide after that. Until then, just chill. This is your resistance, 19.7. Everyone who took that short at 19.7 is just laughing all the way to the bank, basically. Until 19.7 gets open and closed above, every dude is going to try to short this 19.6 because it's the retest of the golden pocket, and it's going to be a lower high for you to add to your short if you did not already take some profit. Because you would have shorted here, you would have took profit on the bottom of the channel like I always do, and you're going to reshort again on the test of the midline, because until you get above the midline, aka the golden pocket, it's going to be downside. That's it. There's no arguing if, ands, or buts about that bullshit either. You need to have a candle open and close above it, otherwise it's just nonsense. Absolute nonsense. All right, here's Ethereum, and I gotta take 1 second, guys, to take this profit. Thank you. Close 50%. Go short. And it's not even that much profit, but during the weekend is not the time to be gambling. Supposed to be very strategic with your entries and exits. And if I'm saying that to you guys, why the heck would I not? You know, I'm not that hypocritical guy. I'm not going to tell you guys to jump and then just watch you guys jump. I'm probably the first one jumping and then be like, yeah, guys, water safe, come on through. That's the whole point of my job here is to make sure everyone is safe. All right, well, here is Ethereum on the daily. This is why I took that short. And let's go to the 4 hour. Forget daily and all that other stuff. It's weekend time. So we can zoom in even on a 15-minute. And I'll show you that in a second. So basically, on a 4 hour at 8 o'clock, we were at that 100 EMA, and I told everyone expect the price to at least get into the 100 EMA and reject for you to take your short. So be patient. Everyone who listened got that, and now we are literally going to be taking some profit right here at the 55, as well as over here at around 1297. I've already taken my profit because I had 100x short, so I already took profit around 15-20%. So it's nothing too extravagant, but hey, for me, while I'm doing videos, chatting with you guys, I just booked about 20%. That is, oh, let me just get it out. There you go. All right, so now I moved all my liquidity back to my spot account. So I have a little bit of a short still open. I'm just gonna let it run, but all my liquidity and profit is already in my spot, and that one little 100x position, I'm gonna let it ride, and then I'll be trying to swoop along over here somewhere as we come down to the lower end. Uh, and here, let's go to the 15-minute, and I'm gonna get out of here because I actually have some other stuff I gotta do. Here's a 15-minute. So this is what I was sharing on our Discord group. Going like, yo, 1310, 1310. Until we can break 1310, I'm going to short it. And look, perfect 1310 touch. I actually got in early at 1305 or 1306. And I told everyone, hey, 1310, 1310. So I hope you guys got this in the morning. I woke up early just for y'all. All right. I already have my short and it's in profit. I'm going to show y'all later. Now we're looking for taking profit and then definitely over here around 1300 take profit. After 1300, if it confirms under it, then dude, yeah, we're going to be looking at much more profit, probably doing like a little BART situation and coming down to like the 200 at least around 1295, and then we can try to scalp along, go back. It's going to come back to the breakdown area, retest, and then flush down. So you got like 2 3 good trades if you properly manage. So right now I'm looking for a little bit of downside, sweep some liquidity, and then look for some support around 1300, and then we can go back up. And that's why I took that 100x short. It was over here in, and stop loss was supposed to be like 1315, 1320. You know, I have it written down. So feel free to go on the Discord. All of this was pre-planned from yesterday at the daily close. So you guys can see it. But yeah, I mean, it's the weekend and we're just going to probably play this range. I'm going to short the top like I did. I'm along the bottom and then I'll probably take profit in the middle. And until we have 4 hour opening closes above 1310, I'm looking for downside. Until we have closes under 1280 with 4 hour open and close, I'm not looking for this range to break on the weekend. But if that stuff does open and close and we start dumping down, it could be a gap open either up or down. We don't know. We have to wait and see. So be patient, be careful. And yeah, that's it, guys. Be safe. I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the section below. In the video's description, you will find the link to the Discord group. I will be there. Come hang out. And yeah, we can trade together, make some money. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.